Happy Chinese New Year! A very warm greeting from Apple DIY. I'm Young, and today we're gonna make this little wrap packet, also known as Ang Pau, and it's very simple. Let's start. Sewing tools needed are iron board, fabric marker, ripper, thread scissors, a fabric scissors, and the scissors for other use, threads, needles, measuring tape, pin, and clips. Materials provided will be 2 pieces of fabric, 1 pattern template, and 1 Chinese knot. All set, let's start. To cut out the pattern template, so normally we have 2 scissors for sewing. One is for only fabrics, and 1 scissors is for other things such as papers and alignment and all that things. So now we will use that normal scissors to cut out the shape according to the line using the normal scissors. Next, we will put the right side of the fabric, face it to the right side of the fabrics. And then put on the paper that we have cut out just now. Put it on and cut out the extra fabric along the side. After we have put on the paper, we use the clips to hold the paper and the fabric together so that it won't run away from the alignment. Now, we can use the scissors for fabric to cut out the excess fabric along the side. Measure 1/4 inch from the side of the fabric and make a mark over there for both sides. And fold it up according to the mark that we have done just now. Same goes to the other side. Measure 1/4 inch from the side of the fabric and make a mark. And fold it up according to the mark. And after that, we can use an iron to iron it at the side so that it can stay flat without the clips. And next, we will use the right side of the fabric, face it to the right side of the fabric, and then use a clip to secure it. And then put on the paper that we have cut just now and make sure that it is aligned. As you can see, there will be 2 dots at the side of the paper, so we will just fold the paper according to the mark that there is. So we fold the first line like this, and then using a fabric marker to draw a line, and then the second line, and we fold the down part of the fabric in like this according to the second line, and same goes to the other side. Hold it with pins, and then we can start to sew. So we will start from this side and then go all around till here and stop. So we will leave a hole at the middle in order to let us turn it upside down later on. Remember to reverse at the beginning of the stitch and at the end of the stitch. By using a small scissors, snip at the edge of the fabric, especially for the curvy side, and remember, do not cut the thread. And then turn the fabric inside out like this. And you might need to turn it one more time so that it will look like a pot. You can use a scissors to make the edge of the pot looks nicer by doing this. And lastly, we need to sew a very thin line along the fabric to close the hole and also to make it nicer. Remember to reverse at the beginning of the stitch and at the end of the stitch. Just sew along the fabric like this, and when you meet the 90-degree turns, you stop and then turn the fabric into place, and then you can continue. Same goes to the other side. When you meet the 90-degree turn, stop and then tilt the fabric into the right position and continue. And finally, we came to the last step, which is sew the Chinese knot onto the pouch. Firstly, we have to position the Chinese knot on the pouch, and then we will secure it and start to sew. By using hand stitch, start it from one point and then go up to the Chinese knot just a little bit, and then go back down to the fabric, and so we continue by up and down, up and down, up and down, and then just all around the edge of the Chinese knot until back to the original point that we have started off. Make a knot at the end of the stitch. And then push the needle inside to the Chinese knot and come out from the other side. You can cut the thread. Thread will not be obvious. So same goes to the other side. Position the Chinese knot first and make sure that it doesn't move, and start it from the fabric up to the Chinese knot and down back to the fabric. So just all around the edge of the Chinese knot and back to the original point that we have started off. Make a knot at the end of the stitch, and then push the needle inside to the Chinese knot and come out from the other side. Thread will not be obvious. And you can cut the thread. Okay, So this is the end product. So it's very easy, and also you can add some embroidery like your name or some date, special date that you want on it, and give it to the special person that you want to give. And also you can use it as a purse. Thanks for watching. See you again in next video. Bye bye.